Glad to meet you all in one more video. Today let's learn the summary of the lesson Earth Movements and Seasons. This is the chapter 3 from the 8th class textbook SSC Board Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. On to the summary now. Here. Most of the Indian subcontinent witnesses broadly summer, monsoon and winter. Monsoon means rainy season. The far south like Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Andamans does not experience much cold during the winter season. Likewise, the summer season is very less in the northeastern states. Most of North India, however, witnesses all the three seasons with warm summers, cold winters and rainy monsoons. Now, in this lesson, we see the movements and seasons, how the movement of the earth, that is the rotation and revolution of the earth, is responsible for the seasons. And what are the other factors which influence the seasons of a particular region. Right, and here the rotation is nothing but one rotation takes 24 hours, which causes day and night. Revolution takes 365 1/4 days, which causes 1 year. So let us see how these earth movements are causing the change in the seasons, how it is all causing. And then in our ancient days, the seasons were called as ritus. The 6 ritus are: one is Vasanta Ritu, that is the spring; Grishma, that is the summer; Varsha, that is the monsoon; Sharad, that is the autumn; Hemant, that is the pre-winter; and winter, that is how our ancestors had divided the seasons, and then according to that particular specialty of that season, they had the festivals. The harvest season, some festivals were there for harvest festival. To celebrate the happiness, they had arranged the festivals in that way. Right, and now some parts of the earth get so cold during some months and they get snowfall instead. So here we see that the earth is spherical in shape, hence the temperature distribution is not uniform throughout the earth. Okay, subpolar and temperate regions of the world typically experience 4 seasons of spring, summer, autumn and winter. Autumn is a season where all the trees shed their leaves, that is called as the autumn season. Right, and then some are very cold, they experience the extreme cold temperature, that is it snows heavily in the northern countries during winter. And in the summer months, it is like the whole day, the whole 24 hours is daytime only. Even in the midnight we can see the sun. And what is called the land of midnight sun? Yes, Norway is called as the land of the midnight sun. Generally above the Arctic Circle, that is 66.5 degrees north latitude, you have the Arctic Circle, wherein you see the day expand to 24 hours during the summer season. Okay. Australia, South Africa and Chile on the globe, these are called the countries of the southern continents. They have winter when we have summer, and we have winter when they have summer. They are the south of equator. These areas have the vice versa. When the upper region has summer, they have the winter, and when the upper region has the winter, they have the summer. Factors affects. What are the factors? Why do we have these seasons? How are these seasons changing? First thing is, the earth is spherical in shape. It is not like a plane area. It is not a cuboid or a cube. It is in a spherical shape. So the shape is not uniform all, or one place it is bulging, one place it is going inside. The curved surface is what causes a variation in the temperature, the variation in the air movements. Okay, and the daily rotation of the earth on its axis. Another special thing is, earth rotates on its axis. As it rotates, there is a variation in the place where the sunlight exposure is got. and the tilt of the axis of rotation. And another thing is, earth does not rotate in a straight way. It is tilted to one side, one direction. That is what causes the difference in seasons. And the earth's movement around the sun once in a year it goes throughout the sun. So for that one particular revolution, there are the zones where the particular area of the earth gets closer to the sun and far away from the sun. This is why the seasons occur. Then what is this axis? An imaginary line which joins the North Pole and the South Pole is called the axis of Earth's rotation. Actually, there is no line, there is no rod over there in the middle of the Earth. This is an imaginary line to tell that the Earth is rotating around itself. This is called the axis of rotation. And you can see in the picture that the Earth is tilted. It is not straight. And the movement of the Earth is from west to east. That is why we find the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. That is how we move in the train. When we go in one direction, we see that the trees are moving in other direction. Are the trees moving? No, the train is moving, and you see the trees are moving in the opposite direction. The same way Earth is moving from west to east, and we find the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Okay, the edge of the sunlit hemisphere is called the circle of illumination. There it is the daytime. So this is a great circle that divides the earth between a light half and dark half. The side which faces the sun has the daytime. The other side has the nighttime. Whichever side is having the daytime is called the sunlit atmosphere, and that particular circle is called circle of illumination. The third factor is Earth's tilt and revolution around the sun. Each revolution takes 365 days and 5.5, that is 365 1/4 days. So this 1/4 day only all get accumulated. For 4 years we have the leap year. That year we have 366 days. Okay. The earth goes round the sun. This is called as the orbital plane. So you see that the earth moves around the sun in a shape, that is the elliptical shape, and the region that is there between the sun, the area between the sun and the earth's rotation, the area occupied by the or the circumference of this elliptical shape is called the orbital plane. Okay, and it is not in a 90 degree, and it is tilted to an angle of 66.5 degree. Okay, and the other side it is tilted to 23.5 degree. So that is why we have the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle as 66.5 degree. Okay, and then as the earth revolves around the sun, earth's axis remains tilted in the same direction. It doesn't go that side and tilt other side. Same direction tilt only is there. That is why, and this tilting is called polarity of axis, and this axis, the tilt, points towards the north pole, or this is the pole star. That is what generally our ancestors used to use it as to identify the north direction. Whichever direction the pole star is, that is the north direction. Okay, when the northern hemisphere has summer, southern hemisphere has winter. So you can see that clearly in the picture. In the December 22, the north, that is the winter in the north, because the summer, the south side is facing the sun, there is summer in the south. And slowly it went to March. In the March month, what happened? It is the same for both, spring in the north, autumn in the south. And then again in the month of June, you see that the northern hemisphere gets more of the sunlight. So you can see that summer in the north and winter in the south. And again in the month of September, uniform temperature we have. So this is how autumn in the north and spring in the south. So it's vice versa for the north and the southern hemisphere because of the tilt in the earth, the tilt that is there in the earth. Okay, in March and September, it is the equator which faces the sun directly, and both northern and southern hemisphere get similar amount of energy from the sun. This temperature belts you are well aware of. These are the torrid zone, temperate zone, and the polar region. The region between equator and the Tropic of Cancer is called the torrid zone. The same way equator to Tropic of Capricorn is called the torrid zone. And from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle or Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle is called the temperate zone. And from there Arctic Circle to the end pole, that is the North Pole, and here Antarctic Circle that is to the South Pole, that is called as the polar zone. These are because of the tilt of the spherical shape of the earth. This belt extending from the Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn is called tropical belt, and it gets a maximum heat energy from the sun because it is a bulged shape very near to the sun. June 21 sun on the Tropic of Cancer, March 21, September 23 sun on the equator, December 22 sun on the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, and then on March 21 and September 23 throughout the world the day and night are equal in size. Same timing for day. First day is 12 hours, the night is also 12 hours. So these are called as equinoxes, the same duration of day and same duration of a night. For 6 months there is no sunshine on the poles, fully dark. For the next 6 months it constantly faces the sun throughout the 24 hours of the day. There is no night or a darkness. Okay, so this is because of the tilt of the earth. Okay, and this is how the shape of the earth, the tilt of the earth and the revolution and the rotation causes the season. Suppose there was no tilt, then there would not be any change in the season. And if there was no rotation, there would not be day and night, only day, only night, and there would not have been life on earth because scorching heat would not have made the life possible on the earth. So in this way, rotation, revolution, and then tilt of the earth and its revolution in an elliptical path, all these factors are causing the seasons and making the life possible on this earth. Hope you all understood this lesson. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Thank you.